IPL Radio, inspiring passionate lives for the community.
And we are all systems go this morning, and we have the amazing Wickham St George with us this morning, who's going to share with us a beautiful book that she's been reading. Kez, welcome.
Thank you, Karen. It's nice to be here again.
Oh, we love having you in, Kez, every Monday to share with us some beautiful books, because you know we're all about books, aren't we?
We're all about books.
And if anybody doesn't know, if you watch Kez's socials, Facebook and LinkedIn, I believe, Instagram as well, she's the queen of all of this, and she does book reviews every Tuesday, don't you?
Every Tuesday morning.
Every Tuesday.
So if they want a book review, just contact me.
Yeah, and it's authors supporting authors, isn't it, Kez? Why is it so important to you?
I really don't believe that some of the authors out there get a chance to shine.
Yeah.
And it gets swamped under the huge amount of books that are coming out. So I just like to, if they contact me, they present a book to me so I can read. It's like show and tell at school, really.
Yes.
And then I promote them that way. Then I put them onto YouTube, and they go on to all my platforms, which is social media. And it just makes them shine. That's all. I've had most of the time I get, it's been successful.
Yeah.
But the last book that I did with Radio Tony, she had a film offer. So
there we go.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Isn't it funny? And that's the thing is with authors, if people don't know about your book, how are they supposed to read it, embrace it? Isn't it?
It is.
And you read all of these books, Kez,
Well, to be honest, I speed read.
Yeah.
So a couple of nights beforehand, I will sit there and spend 2 nights just reading it, getting the gist of the story, and literally putting myself in the story and making me feel the story. And it's only when you do that, anyone can advertise a book, but it's putting across how you feel about the book.
Yeah, and what your experiences is, because that's an individual thing.
That's right.
We put our books out into the world, but how people receive it and their perspective of our writing is all individual, isn't
that's
it?
Right.
Well, it's what you do. I'm in awe of, and I love, and you do all of your socials yourself, and you have a really nice rhythm for that, don't you?
I think so. Yes, I do.
Yeah. Because I know that you start your day and you put a beautiful message out onto LinkedIn and socials. like a nice quote. We love your quotes.
Thank you.
They always just hit that heart of the day, don't they?
Yeah. Well, the heart is the centre of everything, I believe.
Yeah.
If you can't be kind, then don't be anything. It just comes. It's got to come from the heart.
It does.
It
yes.
has to resonate with you. Otherwise, you're just putting up blurb.
Yes.
So, and I do a little bit of research before I go to bed. That'll be nice for tomorrow. And especially if I've had a weird day. I don't really have down days, but if I have a weird day that I think...
Kez Wickham St George has weird days, everyone.
I have weird days.
You got to embrace the weird days, don't you,
not
though?
Everything always goes right.
Yeah, no,
and
that's
so
the adventure.
You embrace it, but then I'll find a post that just resonates with me. I think, that's going out tomorrow. So, yeah.
Yeah, and it inspires others, It does,
yeah.
It really does. And it's funny how a lot of times people are on the same energetic frequency, because quite often things outside of ourselves, as in, even the stars alignment and all that kind of stuff, affects the energy that we're experiencing. But when we're mindful of that, or focus on a positive, like your beautiful quotes, helps us recenter, doesn't it, and recalibrate.
That's the aim of it, to recenter and realise that, we are alive for, I was watching a post yesterday by you, actually.
Oh.
Yourself, Karen, and you said something that resonated with me, that we each have our own pathway. Every single one of us has our own pathway. It's when and how we walk that pathway. I was late in starting in life. I had a big family, and as a teacher, you don't really have time for a lot of stuff except study yourself.
Yes.
So when I started doing the posts and starting writing for myself, it was like, this is my pathway.
Yeah.
And so we all have to, it will come to you. You just sometimes have to sit. You have to sit and go deep inside and think, where's my path?
It calls.
Yeah.
I was 31 when I discovered writing, and then the belief in myself and what I had to give to the world came after that. And I think it's a journey, absolutely. And so this leads really well into the book that you're reviewing, which is Sonnys Embody. It's a poetry book. And I know that the core of this poetry book came exactly from where we're talking about. So do you want to share with us about the book?
Well, first of all, about Sonny. She is an amazing author. I met Sonny at Crom Castle, which again you organised.
We talk about Crom Castle all the time, but it was that magical, everyone.
You're going to have an amazing
You'll never forget it.
You're going to have so many rooms rented out. You'll be amazed.
We're actually full for June next year. Wow. Whenever, everybody's just waiting for us to go. We're full. Yeah.
So anyway, I met Sonny at Crom, and you know when you just you've been watching a person for a long time, and their laughter is so contagious. Yeah. And I found Sonny's laughter so contagious, such a free person. And so we got chatting and talking as you do, and then we continued our conversation when we both got to our respective homes. Mm-hmm. The book is an extension of, as far as I'm concerned, Sonny's laughter. Yeah. Because it resonated with me, and I've read a lot of poetry books. I write poetry myself, and some of it's like rote. You can hear the ruler being tapped as they speak. You know, the old way of teaching
the rhythm.
Rhyme.
Yeah.
Well, in school, the old way of teaching rhythm and rhyme was a teacher tapped a ruler on the desk and you spoke in rhyme. Very old-fashioned.
And if you didn't do it right, you got it whacked on the back of your hand.
Exactly. So you went to my school.
You didn't forget.
But, you know, none of this, Sonny's work, she actually deals with the chakras.
Yeah, can you turn it around so everybody can see?
So it's an amazing cover. Beautiful cover. Beautiful. It's really attractive.
That was Jennifer Dinsdale, who's a local graphic designer, designed that cover.
Yes, I saw that inside on the blurb. But the purple and gold are royal colours too.
Yes, they are, aren't they?
So when I read that it was from the chakras, chakras are energetic wheels of life, a vortex spiralling through the eye of our being, a seed delivered into human experience, our purpose to grow and expand, roots seeping deep into the soil, canopy reaching high into the sky, a kundalini life force surging in between us. And I don't know.
It is a beautiful book inside. Yeah. It's visually beautiful, and we worked really closely with Sonny and our designer Ida, who's based in Norway. We worked with her for like 7 years to bring this beautiful book together. It's gorgeous.
It's just amazing. So I'd like to read a poem.
Please do. Yes.
It's called Inner Light. Now, when you read the poem, you go back to the chakras, and inner light is your it's your seventh. It's your spiritual connection.
There we go.
So, inner light. The light we hold within co-creates the universe to make magic happen, manifest our dreams. State of goodness, health, love, relationships of all kinds. Empowering us to be ourselves. Free creative expression. It is who we are. Soul, essence of all there is.
Wow, can't you get that? It just brings you there, doesn't it?
And it just resonates with it. As soon as I read it, when I opened Sonny's book and I've been reading it, it's something I couldn't read overnight. I took my time.
Yeah, because there's over 200 pages in this poetry book, so it is a feast.
Yeah, it is a feast. Some of the ones made me chuckle, like What I Hear. You are ugly, you are hairy, you are so eager to please, you are fat. No personality, should be more like her, should be perfect. Shouldn't ask questions, speak differently, carry yourself differently. I don't know how to dress, only worry about yourself. I can't settle, will always be alone. Am I better off alone? Always on the go, but you touch people.
There we go.
Yeah, and that's what we say to ourselves constantly if we are.
That's the imposter syndrome, isn't it? That's that naughty shoo-shoo imposter syndrome. Right, You have no place.
Yeah, so it's like each and every one.
There's something that you can just duck in there and connect with, and it'll give you like a beautiful mantra, a lovely essence of and it'll give you something to pull you out of it, isn't it, in those poems?
I think so too. It's better than rote. It's from the heart. It flows. And as you said, I just popped into it a couple of times yesterday when I was gardening. I thought, no, time for a break and a cup of tea, and I'll go read Sonny's poetry. And I can't read one. I've got to read 3 or 4.
So it's a 5 out of 5, is it?
I'd say a 6 out of 5.
Oh! It's 120%. There you go, Sonny. Thank you so much for joining us today, Kez. As always, it's also a wonderful joy. Next week, will you be joining us?
I'd love to.
And what are you going to be reviewing next week?
I have a book in mind that I haven't actually seen in my hand yet, but I do have a book in mind, and it is a feast of words. It's absolutely beautiful.
Oh, we cannot wait, a feast of words. Everybody, thank you, and we will be going ahead with the Look by Roxette.